grown man. You should not have had your hands on a child. He's a minor. He is a minor. He's not your child. That is assault.
Denton, Texas. This woman filming was driving into a parking lot when she noticed this very large man with a minor in a headlock that he was repeatedly punching and choking. So she got out of the car and demanded he stopped. Now, the abuser kept saying, "You don't understand, he hit my wife." He's trying to say that what I'm doing is okay. This is totally normal.
So, story time. I was driving to Walmart and I was going the back way and I saw this guy had this little boy in like a chokehold, like dragging him right from the back of his neck. And like he was shaking him and like hitting him. And I pulled over and I rolled my window down and I was like, "Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?" And he's like, "You don't know, he hit my wife and blah, 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 blah," right? And I'm like, "But you're choking this kid out. Like, what are you doing? Like, let him go." And so I pulled over. Mind you, his car is parked further up the road. I saw him on the opposite side of the road down the street. And he's walking the kid or like dragging the kid this way, like opposite from his vehicle. Like, where are you taking him? What are you doing? So his friend is like, "Help, help," like he beat him up, like he's hurting us, he followed us, like he won't leave us alone. So I park my car immediately, confront him. He lets him go, and then he has his phone, and I take the phone and I give it back to the kid. He tries to leave. I try to stop him twice, still didn't get to stop him. The woman in the pink shirt, she was on the phone with the police, but whenever they were like getting her description, she said a black truck followed him, and so they pulled a black truck over instead of him. But what happened was this little boy was in Walmart. Those two little boys were in Walmart, and they were playing and they were tossing a plushie over the aisles, and a plushie hit his wife. And so words were exchanged. They threatened to hurt the kids. The kids ran out. They did not make their purchase. They ran out and went like on a manhunt looking for these kids in the parking lot. They didn't find them. The kids were like going down the road that I found them. They parked their car and he chased the kids down, beat the kid up. Before I got there, there was like 7 different calls that were made before I even got there. Beat the kid up and was like dragging him, choking him, and like hitting him. And so I had to stop. I had to intervene. I had to get involved. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And so, yeah, the cops are involved. There's a report number. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I don't know who this guy is. We try to look up his license plate. I have no idea. But he's like 3 times bigger than that child. If anything, if the wife felt like she got hurt or she was threatened by having a plushie thrown at her, like tossed over an aisle and it hitting her, she could have been like self-defense. But this guy left Walmart, kicked the kids out, went on a manhunt to find them, like literally was on top of them, beating them up before I got there. That's what that lady said. And then when I got there, he's like choking them and like, I don't know what you call it, like mollywobbing, like fucking, like hitting them. And so, stole his phone because on the phone it had video showing that he didn't do nothing wrong and this guy was threatening him. He didn't care. I tried to like keep him from leaving the scene twice. I hope this motherfucker goes to jail. He assaulted a kid. There's so many witnesses. What the fuck, bro? Like, kids are kids. Leave them alone.
I mean, that's the kid's side of the story. If maybe he stayed around for the police, then we would get his side of the story, but he didn't, so this is the only story we get. That's what you get when you leave the scene of a crime. Even if they did hit your wife on purpose, you can't do that. You can't grab minors and choke them and beat them up. And when you find out what he does for a living, you're going to be even more outraged. But first, watch the rest of the video. Then I'll give you his identity.
Off of him. Okay, then call the cops. Don't put your hands on a minor. You put your hands on a minor. Give him his phone. That is not your property.
He hit my wife.
I don't care. You don't put your hands on the child. I don't care. I just pulled up and you had him grabbed. Call the cops. Call the cops. Yeah, I got you. Call the cops. He's gonna go to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Call the cops. Call the cops.
I'm not going nowhere.
Call the cops. Call the cops. Please call them. Call them right now. No. You're wrong. You're a grown man. You're a grown man. You should not have had your hands on a child. He's a minor. He is a minor. your child. That is assault. That is assault. You do not put your hand on another person's child. Y'all come here. Come here. Come here. His car's over there parked. Stay with him. Let me park. Yeah. Uh-uh. You're not leaving the scene of a crime. You're not leaving the scene of a crime. Do not leave. Do not leave. Do not leave.
That's what I'm sorry. And then he said, you fucking said it like, and he like went out the door right here, threw me down.
So I couldn't tell you from like a witness standpoint. I was pulling this way and he had him in a headlock hitting him. Like grabbed him from the back like this. And I stopped and I rolled my window down and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, you don't understand. He hit my wife. He hit my wife. So I pulled over immediately and I'm like, get your hands off of him. He's a minor and you're beating him up. He's this huge. So finally he lets go of him when I make him let go, and he had this child's phone. I took the phone from the gentleman. So then I told him to call the police. I told him not to leave. He refused. He had his wife meet him over here. I blocked him in so he couldn't leave the scene of a crime, and he still took off. So I followed him on Swisher at the light, and when he saw I was right there, he ran through the light.
Okay, because we thought that was the wrong vehicle, but so someone said they had a video.
I have video.
Yeah.
The woman gets in her car, chases him down, and tries to tell him to come back, but to no success. He runs the red light and gets out of there. Now, one little piece of advice, do not follow people. Do not follow them. It's great that you defended these children. That's a great, wonderful, heroic thing you did. But do not put yourself in danger by following the person who is doing the beating up. All you need to do is get them on video like you did, post it online like you did, and I'll find them. You don't even need a license plate. I got it. Don't you worry about it. Don't put yourself in danger. Because watch, this is so easy. Look, I did this while I was recovering from COVID. Hello, Aaron De La Torre. Let's make this real quick. Here's confirmation wearing the exact same shirt, and that shirt is his profile picture on Twitter. He works with children at a high school. I don't want to reveal the name of the high school. Obviously, kids that go to those schools, so please don't post anything to their pages at all. As a parent, if I knew that one of my kids' teachers was in a viral video acting like that, I would be greatly concerned. For the victim, there's your name for the police report.
I don't care. You don't put your hands on the child. I don't care. I just pulled up and you had him grabbed. And he hit me. Call the cops. Call the cops. Yeah, I got you. Get his license plate. Go. Get his license plate. You're going to jail. Go. You're going to jail. Call the cops. Call the cops.
I'm not going nowhere.
Call the cops. Call the cops. Please call. Call him right now. No. You're wrong. You're a grown man. You're a grown man. You should not have had your hands on a child. He's a minor. He is a minor.
Where's the car?
He's not your child. That is assault. That is assault. You do not put your hand on another person's child. Y'all come here. Come here.
Where's the
Come
car?
here. His car's over there parked.
Malia!
I got his license. Do not leave. Do not leave. Do not leave.
fue ayer.